us from Faurot Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Missouri Tigers. The Aggies offense will get the ball first. Mario Craver, this is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He has a big play waiting to happen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. From the gun, it's Morrow.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Reed. Out wide right, it's Owens. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeps it moving, it's Morrow. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Delayed handoff, it's Owens. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to...
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Morrow. At the 35, he's loose. He'll be dropped.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
On the RPO, got him. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
Snagged in the middle, it's Riley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical third down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tigers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season.
Runs through a man. He might have some space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Simmons to throw. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Quick give. It's Hardy. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a give to Hardy. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On first down, it's Hardy again. Open space at the 25. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Driving forward, it's Roberts. Finding some room. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it on second down, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Reed. Rush right in his face. Caught. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Reed. Got it. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
2nd and long here. Reed to the air again. Turns up, it's Owens. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Throwing Reed. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Simmons throws to the wideout. Between the hashes, it's Lee. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. This defense has set the tone through 2 quarters of football. They've drawn a line in the sand, and they've held it. It's why they'll take a lead into the second half, and it could be why they come away with a big victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Simmons on the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to Hardy. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Simmons on play action. Finds his big tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a give to Hardy. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Sets his feet, it's Simmons. Zings it complete to the right. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's Simmons to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down, but way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
Here's Hardy. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. On the move. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Reed on the play action. The sure hands, it's Morrill. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They want to run this quarterback. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Now on the move. Turning it on. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Under pressure. Got his man on the outside. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So this hasn't been the most prolific day for them, but boy, would they love to take advantage of getting that turnover right here. They'll give it to Hardy. Breaks the tackle. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Right back to Hardy on first down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Simmons got his man out of the backfield. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
From the gun, give to Hardy. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Oh, he got loose. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Yeah, what a nice job running that comeback route all the way to the sideline, tracking the football and knowing exactly where he's at to get that 1 foot in bounds, completed catch. Nice awareness by that receiver.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Reed to throw. Slings it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Finds his target down the middle. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Grabs it in the middle. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Fires to the right. He makes a catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Number 24, set to kick this one away.
Bringing it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They go play action with Simmons. They're all over him. Gets away, still looking. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Hardy. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Four quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Throwing Simmons. Makes the grab over the middle. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll run it with Hardy. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Tight end now in motion. Here's Simmons to throw. The quick game. Touchdown, Tigers. They strike first here in overtime. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Reed. Catch in the middle, it's Riley. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw over the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant. When you're that open, it's easy to pull the trigger, easy to make the decision, make the read, get the ball to your receiver.
Look out! Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Now first down here in the second overtime. Keeps it looking for the edge. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Hits inside, it's Morrow. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Play action with Reed. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Reed. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Aggies! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. Moves the pocket. It's Reed. Still looking. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Simmons. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. A shot toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. The field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Simmons. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.